Hello everybody, I'm Steve and welcome to Green Side Up. Most of the stuff I'm doing today is inside in the Polytunnel. I've got this area covered, I'll show you that in a minute, and we'll have a look at the parsnips outside and inside that were done as a test. And there's a couple of other little bits and bobs to do as well, so a bit of a mix up today. I haven't been down for a couple of days. I've had, shall we say, issues at home that need dealt with, and I won't be here tomorrow either because one of those issues was our brand new vehicle. There's a problem with it, and tomorrow they're coming hopefully to sort it, so I'll be away from the plot tomorrow as well, which is very annoying at this time of year when I'm very busy, but life comes first as always. So anyway, let's crack on and have a look around. Now you may remember back in July somebody asked me the question, would parsnips grow at this time of the year if they sowed them in July? Now normally it's sort of, many people sow them sort of between February and early April, get them going off in the ground, but I hadn't sown any this year, so I said, right, well, we'll do a test. So here are the ones in the no dig bed outside. Just going to find one that needs thinning out. That one can come out, and this is where we're up to. We have got a parsnip. It's probably the world's smallest parsnip, but there's still time yet, you know. This can go right into next spring when it sets seed, and we'll see what we get. Well, this is the first lot I sowed in this no dig bed, and here's one I pulled earlier when I was looking at them, so they're of the same size. I've also got a no dig area inside the polytunnel, and I sowed some of these in there again, so we'll go and have a look at those as well. Right, just while I'm outside and just before it starts to rain, because there's a storm heading our way, here's that area that I was covering, so that's now covered for winter. So when this storm comes, the wet should just come straight off this and straight down and away, so hopefully it won't sink in. There'll be some residual wetness underneath, but that's it, that's covered. Managed to pull that pear tree up. That was a 45-degree angle with all the weight that was on it, so we've got a ton of pears at home which we need to sort out, and we're all nice and tidy in here now for the winter. Okay, so here's the little parsnip area I made inside the tunnel. This is a little no dig area, just, I don't know, there's only 4 or 5 square foot of space in here. These need thinning, so again I'll find one where it needs thinning and pull it slightly bigger than the ones outside. The foliage is much better in here, and here's one I pulled earlier when I just had a little test. So they're of a size and they are growing, and I figure that, again, as I said outside, if I leave them to almost go to seed next year, or go to seed and then pick them then or around then, I think we'll have some roots to eat, which really is amazing, because I thought no chance at this time of the year. But if you don't try these things, you don't know. So we've tried, and we're getting some roots, you know. I'm only pulling these because they do need thinning out, but my main focus today is this bed to the other side of me. The carrots desperately need thinning out. Incidentally, this is Parsnip Palace F1, so yeah, we're pretty pleased with those. Right, here's my French beans, my Dwarf French Beans. I think the variety was Ferrari, and I'll be honest with you, I've just about given up on them. They've been in flower for a good 2 weeks now, without any sign of a bean at all, and I was beginning to think the other day that I'm going to have to pull them and just compost them and get my pak choi planted in here, because that's the next thing going in when these are done. And I come down today after being away for 2 days, and there you can see in the blue basket I've got a harvest, so I'm pretty made up really. So there we go, just shows you shouldn't be too hasty with plants, give them time. So here's my next set of plants that will be wanting planted out soon. I've got beetroot over here, and spring onions, these Ishikura as usual. some rocket here. This all wants potting on, this rocket. There's very small seedlings there. There's 2 little rows of parsnip coming through, some more chard, a maize lettuce, and this is Grenoble lettuce. As you can see, there's one solitary little plant coming through there, bless its heart. But anyway, hopefully they'll be through soon. So this is the very corner of the main carrot bed in this polytunnel, and you can see here there's hundreds of them. So what I need to do is to start thinning them, and my method is pretty simple. I just yank them out and I will leave clumps of them. I'll try to whittle them down to 2 or 3 and let them carry on growing, because I find that as they get bigger they're easier to pull. So they are growing, and they're growing fairly well, which I'm pleased about. So you can see here now I've got 4 carrot locations, and they're thinned out in between. I'll pull the weeds as well, and then at the back I'll just go through the whole bed doing this. Very easy to do. I'm just pulling the whole thing out really. So that's all I'm doing there, is I'm just leaving stations of carrots, and rather than go and hack at it all at once, because I can be fairly heavy handed, I'll just do them a little bit at a time, and the job becomes so much easier. So very quickly there I've got a few carrot locations, so they've got room to grow and swell, which is really what I need at this stage. So I'll go through the whole bed doing that, and that's the carrot forest. I mean, well, I suppose it's almost a carrot jungle. We did find an elephant in there a couple of weeks ago. It was lost, couldn't find its way out. So the tomato plants grown from side shoots continue to grow well and give us harvests as well. There's plenty of red fruit on here, and underneath, as you can see, I've got mustard growing, so that eventually when these tomatoes do come out, there's already a crop growing again. And it's just a case with these tomatoes, bit of maintenance, taking off these extra side shoots if you see them, if they come back, and take the ripe fruit off really. So we're in the middle of September and we're still getting ripe tomatoes from the polytunnel. So very happy about this. As I say, these were free plants grown from side shoots, as you all know, or should know by now. There's a couple more over there I'll dig into, but yeah, it's enough for a good salad. And I'm going to start eating this very soon, this mustard. Start picking the outside leaves of this. So that's it for today. Quick couple of harvests. I'm really pleased with that. I wasn't expecting the beans, and delighted with that. I knew the tomatoes were there, and that's what I've come down to take today. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today. So just look after yourselves everyone, take care, and I'll see you in a couple of days, because as I say, I'm not here tomorrow. I'd love to be, because I've got loads to do, but you can only do what you can do, can't you? So that's it. As I say, look after yourselves. Ta-ra now.